Councilman Gray,
Here.
Councilwoman Knappel,
Here.
Councilman Peters,
Here.
Councilman Petty,
Here.
City Attorney Griffin.
Here.
Dang,
Take a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
Motion approved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Next item on the agenda is the appointment for a new council member. There's been 2 letters of interest sent in. At this time, I'll take nominations to fill this 2-year seat that I vacated. Councilman Peters,
Make a motion that, for a nomination for Patrick Warren.
got a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Sam Gray.
I nominate Miss Jessica Klaus.
Got a motion for Miss Jessica Klaus.
Any second.
I know.
Okay.
All right, first motion carries, second motion dies on lack of second. At this time, we'll take a roll call vote.
Councilman Elrod,
Mr. Warren.
Councilman Gray,
Warren.
Councilwoman Knappel,
Mr. Warren.
Councilman Peters,
Yes, Mr. Warren.
Councilman Petty,
With all due respect, for the lady, I'm going with Mr. Warren.
All right,
motion passes.
motion passes. Congratulations, Councilman Warren. We're going to swear you in and then we're going to elect the vice mayor. So come on up front, please. I need to fill that out. Do you want your middle name on there or you want Mr. Patrick Warren?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, come on up here. Who's going to class? Raise your right hand. I, Patrick Warren,
I, Patrick Warren,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will honestly
that I will honestly
and faithfully,
and faithfully,
without fear,
without fear,
favor, or affection,
favor, or affection,
execute the duties of office,
execute the duties of office,
Alderman/Alderwoman of the town of Carthage,
Alderman/Alderwoman of the town of Carthage,
Tennessee, which I am duly appointed.
Tennessee, which I am duly appointed.
I further swear
I further swear
that I will support the ordinances
that I will support the ordinances
and charter of the town of Carthage,
and charter of the town of Carthage,
the Constitution of Tennessee,
the Constitution of Tennessee,
and the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the United States,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. I'll need you to sign this,
If you'll print and sign.
print and sign right there. You're right.
Good move, you gave him the short chair. You gonna fit in
I
pretty
knew what I was
good.
doing.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Take your seat.
Here's your packet, and that is
All
the
right.
Did we give it the bad chair?
Yeah, we have him.
That's
bad
okay.
here, Of course.
Initiation.
welcome to the council.
Low mountain totem poles.
All right, next on the agenda is the selection of a vice mayor. At this time, we'll take nominations for the vice mayor position.
I'd like to nominate Councilman Peters.
Nomination for Councilman Peters.
Second.
We have a second.
Call the vote.
If there's no more nominations, I'll take a motion to cease nominations.
All right. Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Elrod,
Mr. Peters.
Councilman Gray, Councilwoman Knappel,
Mr. Peters.
Councilman Peters,
Mr. Peters.
Can you some
No,
staying
you staying or not?
I don't know.
You can vote for
Councilman
yourself.
Petty.
That's okay.
I vote yes.
Okay. Motion passed.
Wait.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Warren.
First vote.
Mr. Peters.
First. Add him in.
All right. Come on up here, Councilman Peters, or I should say soon to be vice mayor. Raise your right hand. I, Jesse Peters,
I, Jesse Peters,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will honestly and faithfully,
that I will honestly and faithfully,
without fear or favor
without fear or favor
or affection,
or affection,
execute the duties of office of Vice Mayor
execute the duties of Vice Mayor
of the town of Carthage,
of the town of Carthage,
Tennessee, which I have been duly appointed.
Tennessee, which I have been duly appointed.
I further swear
Further swear
that I will support
that I will support
the ordinances
the ordinances
and charter
and charter
of the town of Carthage,
of the town of Carthage,
the Constitution of Tennessee,
the Constitution of Tennessee,
and the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the United States,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Print and sign. Go on, look in the reference space here. Bring it to your table. So there's a little table on that side for some.
Thank you.
The next item on the agenda is the consideration of bills over 10,000. We have one bill to consider, which was the Main Street Water Project. There was a water line that was not on the blueprints. So when they went to do the water line, there was a service line going from Smugman all the way across the whole Main Street. The actual additional bill is gonna be $53,000. But that was not on the blueprints, that wasn't plans, no one knew that it was there, and there was no sense in not repairing it if we're gonna pave Main Street, there's no sense in doing a whole line there. So I will take a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
I don't think we have any choice.
No.
Since they've done it.
We will do a roll call sometimes, do the money.
Councilman Elrod?
Yes.
Councilman Gray?
Yes.
Councilwoman Knappel?
Yes.
Councilman Peters?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Peters?
Yes.
That too.
Councilman Warren?
Yes.
Councilman Petty?
Yes.
Okay, first item on unfinished business is CMFO applications. I have actually put a CMFO on contract as of last Wednesday. I'm going to make the recommendation that we hire him full-time, on Scotty Zell.
I'll make the motion to do so.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2 is the second reading of the ordinance on the fats, oils, and grease. Attorney Griffin made some changes to that. Did y'all have a chance to read it? Take a motion to approve on second reading.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, aye.
That kind of package beforehand.
It's true, man. So, take it back.
I mean, you can read, we'll give you time to read it if you want to read it.
I don't think we have any choice. There again.
No, it's not it's actually already, the ordinance is already on the books, it just wasn't signed, so.
I agree,
All in favor, okay. The next one is the traffic lights.
I would like to ask that we separate the two to discuss the Main and Jefferson and the Second Avenue separately.
You have to put that in the form of a motion.
I make a motion that we separate the item of the Main and Jefferson traffic light and the Second Avenue traffic light.
I'll second for discussion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Floor is open for discussion. Councilman Peters, Councilman Petty, your motion, go ahead and start.
Well, I understand if I'm not mistaken, we don't have one at Second and Main, right?
There's not one in either one of these locations.
Okay.
They've been gone for about, I think, 10 years.
Probably so. I've had numerous people tell me that they would like to see one at Main Street and Jefferson. But I've also had a few people say they don't care for one at Second Avenue.
Okay.
That's not strong, but
Any other discussion?
I've heard, besides last meeting, I did hear, the two people that came here that were for them, people outside of here that have reached out to me personally have been against them. So that's kind of where I'm at with it, as far as talking to people.
I've had two that wanted on Third Avenue, Jefferson, that's mine. I do see also, if you're in the next street, Jackson, it is hard to come out there, because they flying over there.
it's true.
I mean, it's bad.
It is.
What's the cost on installing just one? Do we know?
It's relatively expensive, can't give you an exact figure, but it's expensive.
Seemed like it's something like $40,000, wasn't it?
Well, it's gonna be a lot more because there's nothing there. When we took it out, they took the light out, the box out, everything, the wiring, everything, had to be redone like a brand new system, so it's gonna be, I'd say around 40,000, but I don't know it'd be a fact.
Well, it sounds like to me that there's not overwhelming support to put one at either place.
I mean, I've had people tell me they don't want them, but I'm not gonna use my opinion, it's y'all's opinion, so.
Well, do we see it as a safety issue? Is there a hill there? Is there limited
Yes.
visibility?
And you can't see them coming over there,
Even more than, people that maybe don't travel that much, they may not see the need for it, but do we see it as a safety issue?
I think the cheapest fix would be to move a speed limit sign closer to that area to try and slow them down when they're coming through there, would be my guess. Because the closest speed limit sign is down by McDonald's. If we move the speed limit sign down by Jefferson, maybe to give them that warning, and maybe put the police flashing radar thing up there for a little while.
It's something like dangerous intersection or something.
And just let everybody be aware of that.
Because putting the light in, you're still gonna have people coming over the hill.
I don't see it.
It doesn't, yeah.
Or want to beat the lot?
Yeah.
Right, it doesn't really change.
Yeah.
They're actually gonna go faster, in my opinion, but.
Yeah, that's a good thought. I actually had an accident there. Somebody came over that hill. Somebody was stopped to turn on Jefferson, and so they came over the hill and hit me in the back end.
Can I make a suggestion that we table this? We're gonna have a workshop next meeting at 5 o'clock, and then we can discuss all these ideas and come up with an idea then, and that way we're not. So I need a motion to move it to the workshop.
I make a motion.
Second. All in favor?
Uh,
Can we publicize that for citizens to come and voice their opinion?
Let's do that after the workshop, so we figure out what plan we have in place. I'd like to
Okay.
have them hear a plan before we,
And the cost.
the cost, before we have the plan,
Okay.
but I have no problem with talking to the people whatsoever.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, the next one,
Mayor, when's that, workshop?
it's right before next council meeting at
Okay.
5 o'clock. We're gonna try, and if we have any special calls, we'll do it before the next council meeting, that way it's not 2 nights of your time taken up.
Okay.
The Hyde Avenue drainage issue, anyone wanna make a motion to that?
Can I have an explanation, a little better explanation?
Basically what that is we already know what the problem is, the pipe needs to be bigger. But the problem is we don't know the long-term effects of putting a bigger pipe in there down the water trail, so we don't know what the end result would be. So we'll have to do a little further study on that, basically.
Sounds like we probably need to get either EPA or maybe Corps of Engineers, if they'll come up that far, to give us some direction.
Well, we can talk to them, yes, but I mean, we can't just go, we know it needs a bigger pipe.
Yeah,
But when you put a bigger pipe in here, that causes more water down this side. So we don't wanna cause a problem, just keep causing a problem here, then here, then here, then here.
exactly.
So who would do that study?
That's, Les is working on that, we're working together on that to get that taken care of already, so that's.
So we need to table this, would that be appropriate, or to
I would
just
say we
remove
just
it?
need to take it off the agenda, cause it doesn't need to be back next month, 'cause we're not gonna have an answer next month.
Right.
Motion to remove this from the agenda.
Second.
And then wait for a report from Les. is
Yes.
What we need to do.
All in favor?
uh,
Okay. The next one is a letter of recommendation for TDOT, the bridge weight limits and restrictions on the ordinance. Now, remember, we've passed this on first reading. I will tell you this, just like I told you last time, I have spoken to Mayor Joey Nixon. South Carthage is not doing anything with their side of the bridge, period.
I personally think that we're jumping into something.
Need a motion.
I'll make a motion, we don't do it.
I'll second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Uh,
All right. We are on the new business. We need to take a vote to change the signature cards at the bank to reflect me as mayor, Vice Mayor Peters, the new CFO, the clerk, and the cashier. I'll take a motion on that.
Motion to make the change.
Second. All in favor?
uh,
Now, we need to take a vote to appoint a member of the council to the planning commission. Vice Mayor Peters has volunteered for that, so if I can get a motion.
Motion that Mr. Peters be signed to it.
second.
All in favor?
Uh,
That's the end of the agenda, folks.
I'd like to thank everybody for a peaceful meeting and motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Ah.
Meeting's adjourned.